Welcome to Church of Satire Presents, a show about comedy, culture, and the people who make things interesting. Recorded in a vintage bar, unfiltered, unscripted, and unexpected. So pull up a seat, grab a drink, grab a snack, and get ready to laugh, cry, and think at the same time. Let's talk.
So about like 5 minutes ago, we was talking in the back,
Yes.
and you said you was into rocks.
Yes.
I'm curious. What's up with rocks?
Oh man, rocks are interesting, man. I mean, it to me like it tells stories, like you like where they come from. I think in Colorado they got this type of rock that when you put it in the water, the spots come on it, but when you take it out the water, you don't see the spots. I forgot the name of those rocks, but I mean, I have a collection of rocks, crystals. I got a big crystal in my pocket right now.
Let me see it. Because, you know, like, we had crystals at our house.
Oh, yeah? Big quartz.
You just walk around with it all the time. It's that big, you can't get it out of your pocket. You just walk around with it.
Yeah.
So people be like, is there a reason? Seriously? Is there a reason it's shaped like this?
No, it's like a wand. That's what it's called. It's called a wand.
It's called a wand. Where'd you get this from?
From a crystal store.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, presumably this is
crystal
positive
hold a lot of
energy?
information. You know that, right?
No.
Oh yeah, crystal. They have it in our phones and our computers. Even in your pineal gland, is crystals in your pineal gland.
Look at it.
That's what they call the third eye.
Yeah, all right. I heard about that pineal gland.
Yeah. Well, it's little crystals, and when we get that crystal activated, that's when you start tapping into different dimensions.
All right, man. Well, see, this is why I asked. This is why I asked the questions.
Right. Those are the kind of things that I'm into.
So you carry this all day, every day.
Every day.
Damn, man. People say, is that a big old wand stone, or are you just happy to see me? Right? Do you ever like take it out and leave it on your desk?
No, I don't.
You ever wave it?
I have it at home.
All right. So
Dippity
like,
doo
where?
dah,
How do you
dippity
get?
doo
Were you always into this type of stuff? Like when you was little?
When I was little, I used to get the little like really polished rocks when we go to like the Grand Canyon, or we went to Niagara Falls or something. And my grandfather would get us little rocks, and I was interested in it, but I didn't know anything about them. As I got older and started learning more about rocks and the stories they tell, then I started holding on to them. And then crystals, like in Superman. Superman goes to where the crystals at.
I know about that. Looks like what he puts.
Yeah, there you go. Because it has information in it. So you don't know how many years of information that this crystal has. That there are people that knows how to decode it.
So did you buy it from somebody else?
I bought it from a store that.
So like, are you the first owner? Has somebody else's information in it, maybe?
Could be. I don't know.
Man, you got to get one of those things to plug it into.
And you never know. You might get a lot of information out of it, dude. So I hold on to it, dude. I talk to it because, I mean, I believe that our voice has powers and that everything in this realm of the earth does listen to us.
Well, and that's another thing, too, right? Because, like, I know you. I've known you for a long time.
Right.
So, like, I know you're into this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of other people know you, too.
Right.
Right? And not everybody, I mean, I've known you a long time.
Right.
I never knew you was packing this thing with you the whole time, right?
I do.
So, I guess, like, so your granddad is giving you, like, little rocks. So, like, I mean, I guess there's probably some positive association, like, with rocks.
Right.
But, so there's this guy on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen him. He spent, like, 100 days kicking a rock to turn it into a round. Like, he just kicked it.
Oh, yeah?
He just kicked the rock all over the place. Everywhere he went, in stores, like on the ground, he just walked and kicked this rock around.
Okay.
I don't know if it's real or not, but it went from like a triangle, pyramid, gnarly rock to like a round rock. Like it's round, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's possible.
So you're not alone in your affection for rocks, I guess,
right.
is what I'm saying to you, man. You got like any huge ones? You got like any huge rocks, or is it all small stuff? It's gotta be stuff you can carry in your pocket.
You know what? I got a amethyst cluster.
Was that purple? That's purple stuff.
It's purple.
Right?
Yeah, I put it in my car this morning, and forgot to even take it out my car.
It's in your car right now?
Yeah.
You know, maybe people just have to use their imagination.
Right.
Because I know, like, around my place, because Tara's in the rocks, too. Nothing like that.
Right.
But, like, there's, like, big old chunks of quartz.
Oh, yeah.
Just all over our property.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's just chunks of quartz. Like, I don't know what they do.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, they must be, like, they serve a purpose. Though,
They do.
Right? Because
They do.
she's of the initiated.
Right.
Like, I'm like, they're rocks. You know what I mean? So, but I know that she's a really spiritual person.
Right.
Right. And I know you're a really spiritual person, too.
Right.
Like, where did that, like, is that also, like, did you grow up in, like, a really, like, a religious home?
Religious. Yeah, I grew up in a religious home. We were Baptists, and religion was forced on me.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it, and I really didn't like it, but I guess over time, I just got to the point that, I fight it, I might as well just get used to it. So I did, and it came easy to me as far as, like, me reading the Bible. It just, I could interpret. It wasn't hard for me. So I think when I was 19, I became a preacher at the age of 19. I didn't stay there long enough. I just seen too many things that just wasn't adding up.
Is that young to be a preacher?
No, you have some preachers that was like 15.
Really?
Oh yeah, it depends on how like studious.
People will listen to a 15-year-old?
Oh yeah, if he's throwing out that shit, old people like, go ahead on, baby, go ahead on, and and it was hard for me to read, so it took me some time to read the scripture, and I'd be over there trying to think of a word, and some old lady said, "Okay, the Holy Ghost working on them, baby. Go ahead, just take your time." And I'm over here going, "I don't even know this word."
I got to be honest with you. I'm not taking a 15-year-old seriously about like.
Well, I mean, there are some people, dude. That
I mean, I guess if God's speaking
savants.
through them,
You call them savants?
yeah, it's still 15.
He said, "Yeah, that's still 15."
Well, but I mean, what do I know, right? I
Right.
mean, I'm not. I just because you always wonder, like, there's got to be like a process to become a professional
Right.
pastor, right?
Right.
Or minister or whatever. But you just always kind of imagine these people like just show up 45, 50 years old,
Oh
like,
yeah.
like something didn't work out and then they went and found Jesus or something. But you don't think of like how like there are, I guess, some who like want to do this from the time they was a kid.
Right.
Is that something you wanted to do from the time you was like really
No.
young? No.
Mm-mm.
So how do you fall into something like that?
Like I said, I bucked it, and long story short, one night I think it was 2 nights. I think maybe it was 7, 8. I woke up and I just felt something all over me. I was crying. I don't know what it was. My grandmother thought it was the devil because I was always bad, doing some shit wrong.
You was 7.
I was like 7, 8.
Yeah.
So I grabbed. So she gave me the Bible. Then the next time she says, "Just hold on to the Bible. If it ever happen again, just grab the Bible." So I don't know how long it took, but it happened again. And I held on to the Bible, and I didn't know nothing. I was holding on to it. And something inside of me was saying, "You're going to know this book." Like something inside of me. I don't know why, how, whatever.
And you were a little kid.
But I was a little kid, bro. Like I was a little snotty nose, getting in trouble type kid, bro.
Did you stop getting in trouble after that?
Nuh-uh.
Nah.
No, I kept getting in trouble.
Wasn't that loud of a voice, I guess.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all, dude. It wasn't. But I think by the time I got 18, 19 years old, for some reason, I got interested.
Did something happen?
No, it's just the stories just kept sounding great. And I'm like, so if this is true, what they saying, then I think I just need to stop being a rebel and jump into it. So I jumped into it. I began to like study like really hard about it. That's the only thing I knew. I didn't know anything about whatever any man, you can fix a car, you know how to work on this. I didn't know none of that. But the Bible, it was just my thing, type deal. So
Wow.
yeah,
Is there like money in it?
there's
I mean,
a lot
how's
of money,
that-
and if you do it the wrong way.
Yeah, no, I just mean like you dedicating all that time.
Oh
at,
yeah,
like,
no.
Like
It's the same
19
thing.
and-
It's comedy, man. It's this. You get in it, and yeah,
And
you
they
can
just
go.
take
If
advantage of
you
you.
can pump the audience up enough to believe what you're saying, they're gonna give you more money. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a game like that.
So you get a cut of the donations? You get a cut
Oh,
of the
yeah,
door?
Yeah.
It really is
Dude,
like comedy.
it's like headliners saying, "Well, I ain't gonna come to your your establishment unless you're gonna give me $2,500 a show type deal. And you hear preachers like, oh man, they was pimping and they pimping, bro.
So some preachers, they're like headliner status.
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
What a cool. I like it's not something. It's not something I ever thought of, right? I mean, I grew up around Catholic church.
Right. Well, I never thought of it either, dude. But I mean, I just seen it, and I'm thinking, is this how it's supposed to be? Because
yeah, you ever watch Righteous Gemstones on HBO?
Mm-mm.
You gotta check that show out. You gotta check that show. You that show? Yeah. They make a lot of money.
Oh, I bet.
Preaching in church.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know that they're of the moral type. I watched the first season.
Right.
I have to catch up. Tara watched all of them.
Oh, did she?
Oh yeah, she loved it. The show was funny. I mean, it is. I mean, it is really, really funny. John Goodman's in it.
Right.
It's really good.
What? I'm pretty sure they tell a good story.
Well, oh yeah, HBO. It's HBO. So
Right.
HBO shows are always like the best. You can't go wrong with the HBO series, and that's a good one. But it's funny. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's obviously satirical. Steve Martin had that one. You ever see that movie with Steve Martin? It's called Leap of Faith.
Yes, I remember that one. I remember that.
So like at some point you gotta like think like, man, I could probably make some money doing this. Right? Does that happen or no? That didn't happen.
I didn't think that.
So maybe I'm a bad person.
No. I mean, because I'm thinking I'm helping people. Hopefully, I'm helping people. So living it was different than you speaking about it.
So what are you doing for work at that time?
I mean, at the time I was in the Navy, and then I got the Navy, and I started doing some other stuff. And then I think I left it back in 80. I want to say 85. I'm like, this is nonsense. I can't keep doing this because I'm seeing too many things that just wasn't right.
With the church.
With the church.
And this was with the Baptist church.
With the Baptist church. Yeah, and it was just a big hoorah with pastors want to be better than other pastors, and you hear somebody with somebody's wife, a whole lot of stuff, and I'm thinking, no, this can't be good. So I left.
So pastors sleeping with women in the congregation.
Ooh, man, we ain't gonna talk about that right now. But yeah.
Well, I mean,
a lot of stuff goes on. Cause you gotta realize
that's a headliner.
You get women. They see these big headline preachers that can hoop and holler. Next thing you know, I don't know what's going on, but things are happening.
Don't the preachers probably got families too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, dude.
Oh man.
Dude, I remember going to it was a college football game. And it was the choir. Was I in the choir? I think I was in the choir. Anyway, dude, when they got to the hotel, dude, everybody was pulling out Hennessy's, all kinds of liquor, and I'm thinking, what?
These are pastors and stuff.
Well, no, these were the church members. Now, the pastor had his own stuff. But these were like...
I mean, they're normal people, man.
Right.
I mean, I guess. They got like Buck Wild and stuff, I guess.
Oh, dude, come on, bro.
Yeah. I'm glad that the church that Tara goes to is not like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't do nothing.
Right.
Really. But so that kind of turns you away from church altogether? Like you turned your back? Did you turn your back on like religion as a whole?
Well, I mean, as far as religion, yeah, because religion to me is man-made, bro, and it's not really doing anything to help you to become the better version of yourself. And I think that the Bible was something that was given to us to show us. The man they called Jesus, I believe he didn't come here to save us. He came to show us what I'm doing. You can do the same thing. You got to believe in yourself.
Yeah, I've never read it.
Yeah, well, I read it back and forth. So
yeah,
it's like I get a lot of people who say when they do something wrong, and the first thing they say, well, I ain't Jesus, and I'm thinking, well, then why you going to church? Like, aren't you supposed to be like? Because he used to wear these bracelets. What would Jesus do? It look good around your wrist, around your neck. It looks good, but is it inside of you? Do you really, when you say you love somebody, it's unconditional or it's conditional? So God told me to leave, bro. And people don't understand. He's like, God would never tell you to leave. Oh, he told me to leave.
And then you go to, where'd you go then?
Nowhere. I'm at home, bro. I meditate, journal. That's what I'm into, man.
So so that was like, you were like 19. How old were you when?
Oh, I came back. Once in 19, 1990 I was like 20 something. I stopped.
Okay.
Then I went to Vegas.
Okay, so God sent you to Vegas, is what you're saying.
Well, I had to get away from my family. Yeah, my family was jacked up, bro.
Yeah. Sin City, you know.
Got to go there, bro.
Well, and that's something, you know, obviously you and I have like a shared experience with
Right,
Vegas.
right.
Vegas is super important to me.
Oh, without doubt.
In ways that, like, most people probably would never understand, because
Right.
if they've been there for like 3 drunken days,
Right.
you know,
Right.
where they like went off their diet and just you know what I'm saying? They barely
Absolutely.
remember it.
Absolutely.
But like, it's totally different for me. So I feel you on the Vegas. I was also called to Vegas.
Yeah.
But I always find it funny, because to be called to a place that is just so crazy. Like, it's just a crazy place to live, right? Like,
It
like
is.
I don't know about you, but like, I still talk to Tara about it.
Oh, really?
Like, I love it, you know. And
I love it too. When was the last time were you there?
it's been a really long time.
I was there in 21, dude. It is so big now. Like, it's not the Vegas I knew in the 90s. Like, it is like, it was overwhelming.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So that sounds great.
I mean, that place. When I was a little baby, because I was born there,
Right.
when I was like fussy, right? My parents told me that they used to put me in my car seat and
Right.
just drive me up and down the strip, and I would just like stare at the lights.
Wow.
Right? And I can remember, like, I ain't got
Right,
shit,
right.
I got shit for memory about being really little, but like, well, I can remember the lights on the Flamingo. I don't even
Right,
know
right.
if it's still there anymore. The old one where they were like the pink lights, the bust
Yeah.
of the Flamingo.
I don't know if
I
they
mean,
tore
that
that down
place,
yet.
it's probably why I love New York City. Like, it's just crazy city energy out there.
Right.
And Tara loved it when she lived out there. But like most people, they're
Right.
like, all right, ride's over. You know,
Right,
like,
right.
nobody can live like this. And I was down to move, you know, here. But you miss it, man. Like, I miss it.
I do.
I've
I
been
do.
back. Well, you're going back. So
Yeah, I am going back.
uh,
I think I got to finish what I started. And this time I have to be a little bit more focused.
yeah, well, you know, I mean, everyone gets a free pass their first time out in Vegas. I don't
Oh,
see.
yeah, yeah.
I can't imagine anybody going out there for like the first time and
Right.
just like keeping their head down and working. Like, how I don't even know how that's possible with that place.
Yeah, no, it was fun, dude. I really say I had a great time, but I was hiding from myself is what I was doing. Now that I look back at it, and that's why I got into addiction, because of the fact that I was looking for something outside of me, but it was inside of me all along, but I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? So God had to move me away and had to get me focused.
And then you come to Gettysburg.
That's what he took me. To me, I thought it was a punishment. To me, I was like, dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it feels like a punishment.
Like, you really do? Like, you break out of everywhere here? Like, come on, bro. He said, you know, you could have been in jail, bro. He said, you could have been in jail.
Yeah, I mean, there's ample opportunity to get in that type of trouble.
Well,
Vegas is not a place for
I was
everybody.
I was that kind of person, dude.
Yeah, but you never went to jail.
No, because God takes care of babies and fools.
Yeah.
So he really had his hand on me because things I've done, I should have been in jail.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought about that too. Babies and fools. You know, we joke about it here. You know,
Right.
like my guardian angel's sick of my ass.
I'm pretty sure
You
mine
know?
is too.
Yeah,
dude.
right. Trying to pull me out of poor decisions and stuff for forever. You know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, right? I mean, you do look back and you think, like, how did I wind up here?
Yeah.
How am I even still alive?
Right. Yeah.
How did I not? You know, other people, they're not quite so lucky.
Right.
And I take it from my time knowing you that, like, you believe very firmly that, like, that's with a purpose.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you've got like some divine purpose.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
dude's keeping you alive until.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, not too many people wind up in the desert, wake up in the morning from being in the desert after having a really bad night.
Or a really great night.
I guess it was. I don't remember it. I mean, all that I remember is that I should have been in jail that night.
Yeah, it's really weird to luck out like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Plus being my color. And I
yeah,
was.
that lowers the odds a lot. Like, there's probably a bunch of situations where, like, if we both did the same thing, like, I probably would have been the one that got away with it.
Right,
know?
absolutely.
Like, and I would think, like, you wouldn't be the one that would get away with it.
Dude, I
So-
mean, yeah, they had so many evidence on me, dude. They caught so much on me. I insulted the cop. I did everything that a black man should not supposed to have done.
Yeah.
And the only thing I got was I woke up in the desert.
That's so weird. They were like, dude, we're so busy. Let's just drop this guy off in the middle of nowhere. Right? That was 2 cops. You're over here, you think, you're over here like, God save me. Just a couple dipshit cops were like, I don't feel like taking this fucking guy in.
Probably so.
They were like, look at this poor bastard.
Probably
Did they take
so.
all your, did you have your wallet on you still?
No, they took all that.
They cleared you out.
Yeah,
They
they
cleaned
took
you
all
out.
that.
You
They-
probably had all kinds of shit. You
Dude, they had the weed. I had coke. They took all that.
Yeah,
They
and
took
you didn't go to
everything.
jail. Dude, they,
Nope.
they probably got off duty and went to like Arizona Charlie's or someplace with
Probably.
no security or something and just had a bender for a weekend. Whatever, man.
Probably so.
But that shit, I mean, you turned your life around after
Yeah.
that, right? I mean,
Oh,
that,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that sounds like kind of like a bit of a rock bottom, right?
But see, my problem was I was a functioning addict, which is the worst because you don't
Not
get
that night.
problem. Huh?
Not that night.
Not that night. I wasn't functioning at all, dude. But it's like a functioning addict don't know that they got a problem.
Yeah.
Because
So even at that point, you didn't think you had a problem,
Dude, I kept partying after that, dude.
did you?
Oh yeah, dude. That didn't stop me. So I was telling somebody, I love tigers. Those are like my spirit animals, and I love them. And one day I was looking at Star Trek. I was up in the parking garage, and as I was going towards the elevator, there was a license plate with a tiger, like it was a mother tiger and a baby tiger, and I could see it from a distance. And I'm getting close to it. I'm like, whoa, dude! I want to know where they get that from. I want a license plate like that. As I get closer, and I'm reading it says Pennsylvania. I'm like, shit, I ain't going to Pennsylvania. You kidding me? And I went on to work. And a year later, here I am.
Wow. So you believe in that spirit animal stuff too?
Oh, without doubt, dude.
So check this out. I was getting Reiki
Mhm.
one time. I've only done it like a couple times. It was cool. It was weird.
Right.
Like with that carrying that crystal around in your pocket, you'd be right. That shit would be right up your alley.
Right.
And I'm not talking bad about it. It was a good experience.
right.
But man, I was getting it one time, and I joke about this on stage,
Right.
but in reality, like it's a real story, whatever. I made up the second part for laughs, but I had like this crazy hallucination about bears and shit.
Really?
Bears, like a bear. And the lady who was doing the Reiki, she was
Right.
like, your spirit animal's a bear.
But she didn't hear. She didn't know you was going through that experience. At the
Oh,
time.
no. I mean, it felt like tripping balls, man. I was like laying there. There's this music going on. There's like candles, and
Right.
crystals, and
Right.
and it's like they don't touch you in Reiki. It's not
Right.
like a massage, which
Right.
is like I don't like being touched, so that's why I went. And I was like, maybe whatever, I could chill or something. But so anyway, I had this like I was seeing colors and stuff. like,
Awesome.
yeah, man, like it was crazy, and I don't know what was going on, but the bear thing. And she was like, "Yeah, your spirit animal's a bear." Like she was so quick with it, man.
Right.
She was like it happens 3 times a week. You know what I mean? She was just like, "Oh, you're a bear." So, and like I looked up. I feel like I looked up the properties of it, but like I
bear,
can't remember. Probably different qualities than a tiger, though.
Right,
I
right.
would imagine.
Oh yeah,
right.
yeah.
So how you know that your spirit animal is a tiger?
Well, I was born the year of a tiger, and then and that's in the Chinese.
I wonder what
horoscope.
mine. I think mine's like a goat or some shit.
Okay.
Maybe a spider. I don't know what mine is.
No, they don't have spiders.
I don't know what mine is. Pig. Maybe it's a pig.
It goes out the year you were born.
I'm gonna check right now.
Yeah, it goes out the year you were
There's
born.
no way it's bear.
No, they don't have a bear.
Yeah.
So the bear is the English.
So I want to see Chinese animal years.
Yeah.
That seems like the wrong search, but whatever. A 12-year cycle. There's a monkey. What the hell? Doesn't-
You see what year you got?
All right, here we go. No, that Chinese zodiac. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right. So that means that I'm gonna find out everything. They're about to steal my data. I'm putting in my date of birth and shit.
Yeah, you got to put that so they'll know exactly
Yeah, I
what
bet.
you are.
Client error. Client error. We're currently wiping out your bank account. You dumb shit. You know? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put Chinese animal, and then.
Right. And then, yeah, they should be able to give you away. You don't have to put all that stuff in.
Oh, dude, now I'm in like Google Shopping. I don't know how to use the internet.
Oh, really?
It's just like crazy.
What year were you born?
79.
79.
Yeah, but it don't want it. What is my Chinese zodiac sign? Why is it in Google Shopping? There we go. Here we go.
Oh, you got it?
No.
You said no?
I don't know what's going on
Hey, Siri.
here. All right. It's the GOAT.
You're the GOAT?
I'm the GOAT. You heard it here
cool,
first.
Man.
I'm the GOAT. Meanwhile, I got all those goats in my backyard.
The greatest of all time.
Yeah, that's cool. No, maybe that's why I have so many goats.
Could be.
Pretty weird, right?
Yeah.
Well, nah, that's not my spirit animal though.
No. He said that's
goat.
not
I'm not a goat, Jesus.
I'll take the bear.
Bear's way cooler than a goat. Oh man, see how easy it is to get off topic, right? We get wound. I do think though, right? So you wind up in Vegas. Now we were in Vegas like at almost the same time, right? I think we like just do passing ships in the harbor.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
And for you to wind up here,
right,
of all places, right? And then when I wound up here, like I chose to be here, right? But it was an adjustment for me when I moved to Hanover.
Oh, it was a big adjustment.
Oh my God, it was a major adjustment.
It took me a couple of years actually to get really used. Cause my brother kept telling me, I know when I first moved here, my second ex, we got a divorce, and a month later, my house burnt down, like just ashes.
When you moved here,
Mm-hmm.
You didn't take that as a sign from God to get the hell out of here?
Well, my brother kept saying the same thing, and I was like, no, I have a daughter. I'm not leaving my daughter. So that's why.
Where'd the daughter come from? Where'd that happen?
The daughter came from the woman that brought me here. She was from York.
Okay. All right, so were you in Vegas?
We met in Vegas.
Okay. Yeah, your situation's same as mine.
Yeah,
you guys are just black people. That's like the only difference.
No, she white, and I'm black.
Okay.
Yeah, but she was from York. So when she told me that she was going to go back home, because I stopped doing.
Was she living out there?
Yeah, she came in from California because she was the actress.
Okay.
And so she was coming in from California. She was dating a doctor. I was in an improv group.
Clearly, you're the better choice. The doctor and the improv group.
No. See, but that made me go after her because all the other cats was like, "Oh my goodness, she's like fine." I'm like, "She's a bitch," and they was like, "No, she fine." And so anyway, long story short, we got to talking, and one thing led to another.
Sure, I know how that goes.
Yeah. So, and then she got pregnant, and so I had to either make a choice, either comedy or be a father. So I said, I want to be a
comedy
father.
in Vegas. Well, I guess when you got here, you found out the same thing I found out there was no comedy.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, there was a little down in Baltimore, but
right.
And then there's up in Harrisburg. But if you got a little baby, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know. Hey, honey, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna drive an hour. I'm gonna stand around for another hour.
Right.
I'm gonna tell little jokes for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to be... So I'll be home in 3.5 hours.
Right.
While you watch this infant, and I make zero money.
Right.
I lasted like maybe 6 months doing... When I came here...
Did you?
I did it. I went to a couple places in Baltimore when I got here in 2007.
Okay.
No, it was 2012. But within 6 months, I was like, dude, Tara, she's going to kill me in my sleep.
Right.
You know,
right,
and that's crazy to put on someone.
Oh yeah, without doubt.
Like, because you go away, you go on these, you're gone for hours. But in the beginning, like, you got to do open mics, man. It's just what it is.
You got to do it.
You got to do it. So I was like, I remember being like, I got to start from scratch.
Yep.
You know, not that I'd made a ton of progress in Vegas
Right.
or in New York for that
Right.
fact,
Right.
but I'd like been doing it. Whatever I found
For
a
a
room,
minute, yeah.
you know, I found a room, was
Yes.
comfortable.
Right.
Like you guys start from scratch, and having to drive an hour.
Oh yeah.
I mean, in Vegas, dude, I remember I went.
It's going to strip, dude. I mean, yeah.
I didn't go to the Strip. I was working at this place. Not that I call it working, but like I was frequenting this place. Oh my God, what the hell was it called? Boomers. It was called Boomers. It was on
Boomers.
Sirius, right? And just so if anyone's watching, to give some context to like how long ago this was, I found the number in
Right.
the actual white pages,
Really?
like in the paper, in the classifieds.
Right.
Is how I found that place
Oh wow.
in
Okay.
Vegas. And it was cool, though. Some of those guys are like really, really working. Like some of them have done really well for themselves.
Right.
So there was a good like core group of guys that were out there. It was fun. It was a cool place. But then, like I said, moving here,
Right.
it was like, man, like that place was like 10 minutes from my house.
Right. Right.
You
right.
know, I was so close to that place, so convenient.
Right.
And then I don't know, man. So I was off the shelf. I was on the shelf from 2012 until no, I guess it was 2007 when I moved here.
Right.
I only lasted about 6 months. So I was off comedy from like probably 2008 until 2014.
Oh wow.
I was writing still,
Right.
not as much as I should,
Should. Right. Right. No.
you know. But I thought it was over.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, I think when I first moved here, 2000, and I think I got back with it 2016.
Yeah, so you was off it a long
A
time.
long time. I thought it was over with, dude. I was like, it's over. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I went to college, got back into church, started doing that stuff until I got tired of it. And then somebody had told me about the sound room. That's when we met.
So you was off it
That long.
all the way. So what brought you back to it?
This young lady at my job says they're having comedy, and I says, "Wow!" I said, "I used to be a comedian." I says, "I want to go and see the show because I haven't seen a show in like a long time." And so that's the night we met. That's the first time I ever.
Really?
That's the first time I ever came in here.
I don't even remember that, man.
Yeah, I do. I remember that because they asked me. It says, "Do you want to do some time?" And I'm thinking, "Who told you I was a comedian?" Like,
Yeah, well, we just asked everybody.
yeah, because I didn't say anything.
I mean, this fucking Hanover.
Right.
It's like they got nobody signed up. Hey, man, you want to do some time? Nobody
Yeah.
even. I mean, it was this brutal.
Oh yeah, it
starting
was.
here.
It was.
You know.
It was.
It's still brutal to a degree, but like those times were crazy. All right, so I didn't realize that you'd been off it for so long,
Very long
and then
time.
coming here is what got you back. Did you go up that night, that first night?
I did.
Right now,
I did.
man.
Because you
Yeah.
went up after I did.
Okay.
And this is another guy coming from Las Vegas. I'm like, wow, I've never seen him in Vegas.
I know, dude. I came out of nowhere. I same thing with me. Like, I'd heard somebody, one of the guys I'm doing comedy with in Baltimore, like, said something about what's this place up in Hanover.
Mhm.
I was like, what? Because I hadn't seen anything, like
Right.
nothing, you know. And I'm living 15 minutes away. I'm not like right here downtown.
Right.
So when I heard, my gosh, man, when I heard that there was a place 15 minutes away from home
Right.
where like I could go and do stand up,
Right.
it like changed the whole world, man.
Okay.
Because like I was happy to be back in it, but like it was still like a hassle to like go down to Baltimore. Like when I got back into comedy in 2014, you figure what? That's like 11 years ago. My oldest was 7.
Right.
So like my youngest was 2.
Right.
So
right.
like I had very little ones.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
When I'm like, I'm getting back into this, you know. But my mind never came off it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the whole time that I wasn't doing stand up, I never stopped being
Right.
like, I hate my life.
Right.
I hate my job, mostly my job.
Right.
Because I was writing all this material about like being a dad,
Right. Right.
and I was like, why am I writing this down?
Right. Right.
What's
absolutely.
the point
Right.
if I'm not doing something?
Right.
So like I never stopped, but I was just so miserable at my job, whatever. So like I was out of it,
Mm-hmm.
but I never stopped thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
No.
I never stopped thinking about it, but I felt that my time with it was. I mean, I had a good time with it. It was good. It was something that I've done. Because I think when I first moved here, I did call Harrisburg, and the first thing they said, "Well, do you have an agent?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, I work in Vegas, and I never needed an agent. They said, and they was like, "Well, you need an agent here," and I'm thinking, "No, I don't."
No,
So-
they work with a booking agency.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a chain comedy club.
Right.
And really, ultimately, at the headliner level with some of those places, like, yeah, I mean, you probably do need to have some sort of representation
Right.
that, like, represents those clubs or whatever. But, like, clearly, like, even to, like, hop on as a host or something to
Right.
take a look at.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like, take a
Yeah,
look
that's what I
at
was
you,
talking about. Just let
you know?
see what I got, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you asked the headline.
No, I didn't.
Whatever.
I didn't.
And I think that, like, yeah, so anyway, that's weird. clubs of, yeah, I don't know. What
So
the
that's,
hell?
and I still got something against them about that. Dude. I don't mess with them.
Yeah.
I don't, dude. I don't mess with
Well, like, I mean, I guess I don't have a problem with them. I
Mm.
mean, I don't go up there. Like, I don't go up there.
them. Well, I know.
Yeah, I don't go up there.
I mean, I can't get there on Thursdays for open mics because
Yeah,
I get
well,
off
I think like
certain time.
a lot of people sign up, and
I can't do it.
it's just, again, it's like, you know, I have to be considerate, or I guess I don't have to be. I choose to be considerate
Right.
of, like, you know, the fact that even though my guys are older now and stuff like that, like, just
Right.
dipping out and being gone for like that long a time,
Right.
putting gas, you know, putting miles on the car, spending money on gas, like,
Right,
all
right.
that stuff. It's like, you know, but part of the thing that was cool about Hanover was, like, now I didn't have to go to those
Right,
places. Like, that's the
absolutely.
whole thing. And it's not necessarily about the club
Right.
that's far away. It's
Right.
the fact that, like, you might be a little resentful that you've got to go so far out of your way to do this thing that you like.
Right.
And you know what? That's our own choice. Like, we choose to live far away from civilized things. So when this place opened the first time with the sound room,
Right.
dude, I was so pumped. I didn't expect to, like, take over the show
Oh yeah.
at all.
Well, you did a good job.
Well, it was just out of necessity. I was like, there's no way that I'm losing this.
Right.
You know, like, I'll do whatever it takes to
Right.
help out to
Right.
keep this show here, so that and here we look where we're at now, and it's like so many of these guys and girls that come through and do stand up, they might not even be doing it
Right.
if this place wasn't.
Oh no,
booming.
yeah,
It's
they probably
crazy.
wouldn't. Yeah, they probably wouldn't. I mean, this, like I said, this is what got me back into it. Once I've seen as well, the sound room, I was going there, and then after that, we switched it over here, and that what got me back in. You know, like, I don't go to a whole lot of open mics because they're too far away. So by the time I get off from work, they already started up. I think I went to the Cellar Door or some one time.
That place is cool too.
They had like 30-some people. You know what I'm saying?
Signed up.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can't get here in time to get on the list.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that's part of the when you're in an area where there's just a lot more people.
Oh yeah, well,
And if you've put your, like, the Cellar's got a really good reputation. The
Right.
Zone has a good reputation. People in those areas, like, they turn out, they sign
Right.
up. The cool part about that is like, for the club or for the venue, like, think of all the talent that they get to look at.
oh yeah,
To be
I
like,
know.
wow, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been pretty lucky here
Right.
that a lot of people turn out. But in the beginning, when there wasn't nobody here,
Right.
it's like, man, how you gonna build a show around
Right.
maybe a headliner
Right.
when you got, like, really limited options to see people? So
Right.
you know, yeah, it sucks that there's like 60 people on some of these mics, or 40 people, and you only get 3 minutes. But it's
Right.
like, whatever, man, you sign up for, you got to come ready with 3 minutes.
Right.
You know,
Oh yeah. Well,
I could go up there. I could drive up there and sign up. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm like, fuck, man, I'm not driving up there. You know, I'll probably bomb out in 3 minutes and stuff like that. You know, that's not gonna look good. Whatever. So, you know, I'll stay. And you know
Right.
me, I don't even do this mic.
No, you don't.
The only one I do is
Fat back.
Fat Bat across the street.
Right.
That's the only one I do.
Right.
So, if I stay ready.
Right.
But I mean, it's not because I'm out grinding like some of these other guys, man. I give them a lot of credit.
No, I do it too, man. I mean, and I mean, I think I was talking to Dave, and I'm telling him, thinking for his hustle, because I mean, I know when I was young, I used to hustle that way. I said, but right now, dude, I'm not hustling, dude. I mean, I'm doing it. I like doing it.
Yeah.
If something come out of it, fine. If not, I'm having fun.
Yeah, I still hold on to like I wanna smash and figure this Rubik's Cube out, man. I hustle, but I'm here.
Oh, dude, yeah, you do a lot of hustle, man.
Like I'm doing it here. I'm trying to get back out there. Like I've been actually putting like sending emails out like, hey,
cool.
I'd be grateful for opportunities, like sending
Cool.
some of these out. I don't know, I haven't heard back. And as an owner, as a booker, whatever,
Right.
like I know how that goes, dude. Thousands of emails.
Right.
Like thousands of emails. And frankly, 52 weekends a year,
Mm-hmm.
it's like there's at least 30 of them
Right.
who I've already worked with.
Right.
I already know they're great. I
Right.
appreciate their time and company.
Right.
I mean, right off the bat, it's like I only got like 20 weekends left,
Right.
And then you get 15 of them are like, hey, I'm friends with so and so,
Right.
he told me to call you, and then you call them up, hey, you know this person? Yeah, they're great. All right, well, cool, man.
Yeah, we're breaking through.
There's like only a few left over.
Right.
To like, so like, when you get thousands of emails, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't watch them all.
Right.
It's not possible.
You're right. No, I feel you.
I mean, I guess it's possible, but I'm not trying to just sit at my computer.
No, yeah, a lot of
And
other
just-
things you're doing.
I think when I first opened the club, I watched a lot of them, and I was like, man, so many of these are fucking terrible.
Really?
Like I would get headliner videos, or I would be like, man, what am I missing? You know what I mean? Like I can't watch 30 seconds of this.
Right,
How do you
right.
watch 40 minutes of this?
Right.
That
Wow.
torture, like man, I'm trying to stay in business, So, I don't know. I started working a lot more off of referrals, I
Okay.
think, and
Right.
then getting a vibe off of people,
Well, that's cool.
type of stuff, and giving fools shots
Right.
too.
Right.
Like this month, we're gonna find out if some people can do 45 minutes
Right.
of like good stand-up comedy.
Comedy, right.
And if they do, like, man, then they know they can do it.
Right,
That's
absolutely.
confidence like crazy.
Oh,
They'll
yeah,
be
yeah.
so much funnier, dude. Everybody benefits.
Yeah,
So-
definitely, man.
I don't know. This would be a fun-ass month.
I think it'd be awesome, man.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of, part of the cool thing about like having these discussions and shit like that is that I'm trying to work them around when you guys got shows here at the club.
Right.
So, like, you have one coming up this Friday.
Right.
Just in a couple of days. So, like, I'll hustle. I'll put this out. I'll get this done. I'll put this out. So you got one coming up. And you've had a couple of showcases that were, like, all yours. And,
Right.
and you closed them and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
But this is the first time that, like, you've been billing as headliner
Right.
here at the club, which is kind of a travesty on my part, frankly, to
Yeah.
have not had you on sooner. So
Dude,
I
I'm cool,
apologize
bro.
for that.
Like I said, I'm just riding the coast, bro. That's all I'm doing, man.
Well, and that's what I wanted to ask you about that, like that comedy experience that you've had, right? Because like,
Right.
you have a long break in between,
Right.
but you were doing it in Vegas. You was like,
Right.
you had to go at it, whatever. And I know I had a similar experience, although I wasn't quite off of comedy for quite as long.
Right.
But like for me, I'm way better now than I ever was. Right, like with like having that long break and raising a family and whatever.
Right.
So like I don't know that I'm the comic I am without the break.
Right.
To be honest with you.
Right.
Do you feel like you're a better comic now?
Oh,
in
way
this,
better
like,
than I was,
second
though.
stage.
Oh yeah, I'm way better now. Because I see different things now that I didn't when I was younger. You had to learn the hard way type stuff. I remember doing it was an Apollo in Vegas at some stadium, 400 people, man. I got booed
Nice.
for the first time during my life. It devastated me. It took me 3 months. before
How'd you get booed? What'd you do?
The mic kept flicking, man. The mic kept flicking, so I started joking the mic, and as soon as I joked the mic, everybody just went boo. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Well, I guess that's the Apollo. It's like if things don't work out pretty quick, you're kind of in trouble, you know?
But I had to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
That was a lesson that I learned. And then after that, I told myself I would never do that again. I would never get booed again.
Have you ever been booed again? Yeah, I ain't never been booed.
No. But I had to feel it. I had to feel it.
And that
Because before then, dude, when I was doing, I was at the Comedy Loft in Tucson, Arizona. That's where I really started off at. And I was really good for amateurs. So, like, all the seasoners, they would have me open up for them. Okay. And they was like, dude, man, you're pretty good, dude. I said, if you want to get somewhere, you need to go to either Vegas or California. And I was like, I think I got family in Vegas.
There you go.
So, yeah, I came to Vegas, bro. And then that's when I met Joe Coy, Sam Tripoli.
Them boys are huge now.
Oh, yeah, they big time now.
Yeah, those guys are huge now.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember it was out there, like James Mattern was out there when I was out there. I remember, like, the night he left to go to New York. He's made quite a name for himself.
Right.
Shuley is another one.
Right.
He ended up on the Stern Show, so he made a name for himself. And I know there's another guy, Matt Markman. I know he wrote a book. I don't know what he's up to, but he was funny as hell.
Right.
He's a dark guy, dark comedy. There was a bunch more. Brant Tobler, I think, was one.
Okay.
Like, pretty successful. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they turned out, like Joe Coy turned out to be like stadiums and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, my brother kept up. He said, dude, you look at Joe Coy now. And I'm thinking,
Yeah.
I remember when Joey was 19 and he was going to quit comedy. And next time I see him, we're going to talk about this story. But he was going to quit comedy because he was good, really good. His family, his mom and sister came with him every time we did open mics. And I guess some old heads, like, threatened him. And they was like, yo, man, you need to stop this comedy, man. Every time I turn around, your mom and them is here, and you very funny. And it's like, well, that he's supposed to be. So I said, dude, just let one of them touch you, bro. Get up on that stage and do what you do. And he did. He got on stage, and nobody touched him.
Yeah, that guy got huge. I never worked with him when I was out there. But, I mean, like I said, you got – it's a big market.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And I didn't stick around. And
right.
You could make a pretty strong case that, like, I didn't work as hard as some of them guys.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
they did that.
Vegas was a lot for me, It
was.
It was hard. It was hard to really do anything. I mean, when Tara got there, I chilled out a bunch.
Right.
Or even when I met Tara, I probably chilled out a bunch. Well, that's not true because she liked to party too. She was on Vegas. I mean, when you go to Las Vegas, like I said, I don't see how you can go to Vegas and just keep your head down. I just don't see how that's possible. And it's probably why it's best that I don't live there, Because I do know people who live normal lives out there.
Oh, without doubt.
Not when they first got there.
Nah.
No way, dude. Nah. Those, like, for me, it was like the first 5 years. It was so long time. I think some people, they get a handle on it in the first, like, 3 or 4 months. But there's a period of time where you're just like, forget my old life. Like, this is the best,
I wowed out, dude.
I love it there. I'm trying to talk Tara into us renewing our vows out there. Like, getting hitched in, like, a drive-through chapel.
Right. Oh,
I feel like that would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool, bro.
That would be really cool.
Awesome. Now I'm older now, so I don't think I'm out there to act a fool like I used to.
No, and frankly, I don't think that I would either. I mean.
Well, yeah, when we was young. Oh my goodness, yeah, that was Candyland, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it really was. They make it really easy.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
To, like, I remember when I first went down there, we would go down to Slots of Fun.
Right.
Downtown. I don't even know if that's still there. It's called Slots of Fun. Me and my buddy Mario Senna. He still lives out there. Like, he lives out there like a boss, dude. Like, he's always managed.
Right.
Out there. Grew up around there, I think. But, we used to go down to Slots of Fun, and they were selling yardsticks of Long Island iced teas for like $6.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's just beyond irresponsible. And dude, I remember we would get, like, to Circus, and we'd be like blacked out sword fighting with the empty yardsticks, like, crazy.
Nah, I hear you.
But just a great, just an amazing environment. And I'm thankful, and I do feel blessed. I really do feel blessed that like I came out of it, and with all the things that I came out of it with, like I look back on it now, and I'm like, well, I guess the reason I went to Vegas was probably to meet my wife.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like it just took a while for her to get there.
Right.
If she'd have got there sooner, I probably would have been less of a fool further into my 20s.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But like she just dragged her feet getting out there, I guess. So I guess it's her fault, I suppose. Right?
You say it's her fault.
I'm glad. Whatever. It's a cool chapter of my life. My son was born there.
Yeah,
like I became a husband living in Vegas. I became a father living in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So like Vegas is a place that I fully expect to revisit at some point.
Oh, without
and I highly doubt I'm going to be behaving in the manner that I did when I was out there as a younger person. Good gravy. Jesus. Oh gosh. All right, so we got your show coming up on Friday. I'm super pumped about that. The developmental thing where like guys are getting their like first headline and shows at the club. Like it's I love this month. I think this is like one of the most fun months, right?
Right.
But I think, I don't know, man, like I'm glad that we had an opportunity because there's like so much more to you than being like you're a pastor. You're like highly educated. Like most people don't know this, right?
I don't speak like a pastor all the time, so you wouldn't even know. I
know the way that you talk on stage. I would never think that you were a pastor at all. Now I would go to your church.
You said
yeah, I bet a lot of people would go to your church.
Hey, speaking of which, I did have a church for 7 years. I had a lady. In fact, it was my assistant pastor's mother, and she was from Front Royal, Virginia, is where she's from. So she's really hick. But anyway, she used to work in the Capitol up at in Harrisburg, and she would come to church late all the time. But she would never pay tithes. So one day she came to me, and it was doing tithe time. She walked through. She said, "Hey, sweetie," she said, "I ain't got no money for tithes, but here's a little weed." I'm like, "Won't he do it?" Thank you, Lord.
But hey, man, she's giving you what she's got.
Right.
I mean,
and I received it, gladly received it.
Yeah, and where did it ever say that it has to be money?
Right, absolutely.
I mean, remember in Coming to America, he dropped his chicken wing in there. He was like, dropped his chicken wing in there.
Right.
Was funny, man. And a lot of people don't know that about you, And I hope, like we talk about it. You talk about, your faith and being called to all these different areas and stuff like that. And most people don't know that you're like 75 years old.
I might be up there. I mean, I'm up there. I'm 62.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
No, I'm 62. I know I don't look it, but I mean.
Well, you don't act it, right? I mean, and not in an immature way, right? Like
what I want to, I think what I want to say what happened was in my 30s when I was wilding out like really bad, and then after that I kind of sobered up, and once I started really understanding more of who I was or who I am, I went back to 30s.
Yeah.
For some reason, like in my mind, but now I'm cleaner now, much more educated now. But it's like I can't think like a 60-year-old. Like I don't know what they're supposed to be thinking about other than my leg hurt. I gotta go and get some appointments. I don't think like that, bro.
That's how I think. My neck hurts. I gotta go on appointments. I got an appointment on Friday to go and see.
Really? Okay, I'm sorry,
man.
dude.
Well, but I mean, I feel you on the acting young, living young, thinking young.
Right.
I think having kids has always kept me kind of young. Like my son got his first, bought his first car, and it got delivered today. It was like
awesome.
A used car. You know what I'm saying? He spent he had some money saved up, whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
And dude, I was sitting in it, man, and I was like, man, it made me think when I got my first truck, I'm about to go drive this thing. There's no plates on it. I'm like, who cares?
Right.
I'm 46. I'm gonna be 47 years old, whatever.
Right.
And part of me is still 16 years old, you know, but obviously smarter and wiser. You're like, well, I know I can't do this, right? Like I can't get pulled over. I can't afford to get a ticket. at all. Like I'd be totally screwed
Right,
if I got a
right.
ticket.
Absolutely.
So like obviously you don't behave like that, but you carry it well, man. The youthful enthusiasm that like
Right.
you bring to conversations and stuff. You definitely bring it to the stage. I'm sure you bring it, to church or whatever.
I don't go to church.
Yeah, well, I like that you're not like shy about saying that that you have faith and that like
I do.
that you believe in higher power and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you get the impression a lot of times that when you say stuff like that, particularly in this arena, like
Right.
in among intellectuals,
Right.
and even in like the entertainment space,
Right.
that like you're sometimes met with like, what are you, an idiot type of mentality? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I don't know why that is.
Because you got a lot of people playing church, man, and that's the problem when you get a whole lot of people would give you friction, because they're playing something that they're really not. And the reason why I say that, because I've been there and I've seen it. I've been amongst these people. Well, on Sundays we like praise the Lord, hallelujah, won't He do it? But then on the weekend we cussing somebody out. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? You're running from the devil all the time. Like, where's the power you talk about? So my thing is, dude, I'm not gonna keep doing this if it ain't real. So what I do is real, and I talk to God every single day, bro.
Well, and like I know what you do for a living.
Right.
You give back to the community. You're active in the community, working with individuals who, if they didn't have your help and your expertise, they would be
Right.
worse off.
Right.
Right. So, like, I know your background. I mean, it's not like it's not. I know the nature of that type of work. So.
Right. Oh yeah, you've been in that work.
Yeah, like we don't have to go into like great. I don't do it anymore.
Right.
So like, there's no. I can talk about my time working in psychiatric centers and nursing homes and stuff,
Right.
without feeling like I'm jeopardizing the confidentiality of people around me, right? Like
Right.
I'm not going to say names, whatever.
Right.
But like I know what you do, right? And there is I've always been rubbed the wrong way by like that sense of righteousness
Mm-hmm.
because somebody attends church,
Right.
every week,
Right.
religiously.
Oh yeah,
Right,
I do. Yeah.
and they're always there, and
I feel you, bro.
and some folks aren't like they go to church and they don't have that sense of
Right.
and frankly, most of them don't.
Right.
But they're as in most cases, like there are situations where like there's a sense of righteousness, and you're like, man, do I need to like bring my resume around? Like I worked with orphans.
Right.
For
Absolutely.
10 years.
Absolutely.
15 years, actually.
Right.
I worked in a literal orphanage.
Right.
It's like, what have you done?
And a majority of them wouldn't even do that.
So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I say to each their own. Like,
Right.
If people want to go to church, I think that's fine. I mean, I'm a fair weather church. Like, I go a couple times a year. I go for the big ones, I go for
Right,
the Super Bowl and the Final Four, like, Christmas and Easter.
Right.
And I'm there. And, I'm blessed that, like, they're a very welcoming congregation.
Yeah,
of
no,
people,
and that's
right?
cool.
Like I can, so, that's always a good thing. But, along the way, for me, even in other states, you meet folks where you're like, is this person like really like give me shit for not coming to church all the
Right,
time?
yeah.
It's like,
No,
yo,
that's
man,
crazy.
like you don't have to go.
Right.
Like you can stay home like I did.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, you don't have to.
like you don't. But what are you doing the rest of the week?
While you was talking about that, I was thinking like when I was a preacher, I used to get to the point where on Sunday mornings I didn't want to get up.
And you're the preacher. Did you ever? Yeah, I used to push meetings back all the time.
You ever been a preacher and you don't want to go to church? You gonna call in?
What happens in that situation?
You gotta go.
You can't call in sick ever?
I mean, my assistant pastor, he didn't even know that Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John was talking about the same thing.
See, I wouldn't know anything. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I could never cover.
And
that.
I don't mean to laugh at, but we laugh about it now. But I remember when he said, "I think God's calling me to preach or something." I was like, "Well, I'm starting up a church, bro." I said, if you want to, be like my assistant, that's cool." He called me one night. He said, "Hey, yo, man, tell me something." I was like, "What's up?" He say, I didn't know Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John was talking about the same thing. I said, don't tell nobody that, bro.
I could never do it. I don't know the stories. Like, I remember Samson, the guy who got his hair cut and lost all his muscles.
Right.
I know that one. I know, like, Partner Red Sea, whatever. I know that one, Burning Bush.
Right. Moses, yeah.
But, you know, like, I know the crucifixion story, whatever.
Right.
But like, that's like it, man. Like, I've tried to read the Bible. Like, I can't get past like the first couple.
Well,
first couple pages, dude.
The whole Bible is like an allegory. It's something that is showing you different people that done different things and had different. And what I don't like about the Western Bible is that they took out the things before the Bible ever existed, and that's what I don't like, because now you're giving me so-called God that get angry with me because you gave me a free will, and I chose to do something that you didn't like.
Yeah, but I don't even think like
I don't get that.
There's never been some like force that's told me one way or another that like, what I was doing was the wrong thing.
Right.
It was always like a person.
Right.
Who gave me the impression that what I did was the wrong thing.
Right.
And at some point in my life, I was like, well, I just don't have to listen to them.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And then I just have to assume that, like, a higher power is far too busy to care.
Right.
Really, you know? Like, if I have a purpose,
right,
shit trickles downhill. That's for my guardian angel to keep me alive.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Just like pulling you out of the desert.
Oh, yeah.
Or giving you, the two cops that bumped into you that night were like the two most dysfunctional cops on the force. You know? Like
Barney
that.
Fife.
Yeah, you got like the two drug addict cops that were like, oh, let's rob this guy. Leave him in the desert, you know? He'll never remember. So it's just like, I don't know, like I always found that when I was made to feel like I didn't do something right, it was never like I felt like I always judged by another person, and it was it's just another person, like, and they're no better than me, they're no different than me, and I was probably a little older than I probably wish I was, you know, when I figured that out.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think back to like when I wasn't like that, to where I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's been a while, but nevertheless, I'm always impressed by how comfortable you are talking about this stuff. You know, and like, you know, because I kind of keep my beliefs and shit to myself.
Right.
Like, I'm not, you know, and maybe. You know, I'm not looking to change that, honestly.
Right.
And that's maybe because, like, not that I don't have strong beliefs, but, like, I just said I go to church twice a year. So, I can't sit here and be like, I can't claim something. Like, there are people who are far more dedicated.
Right.
I've already admitted that, like, I haven't even read one page of the Bible.
Right. Well, that's good.
And that's, like, even at times when, like, I've stayed in hotels where, like, I've stayed in some terrible hotels where, like, literally before cell phones, and, like, the only thing to read was the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to stare at the ceiling.
Gideon Bible, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a book that I've read. So, you know, obviously I can't sit here and be like, oh, yeah, I have very strong beliefs. But, like, I do. Like, I do believe that I'm very lucky. And I don't think I believe in luck enough to say that luck alone is like what's delivered me to where I'm surrounded by like really, really great people, like all the time here and at home. So like so many people don't have that, and got you around until you leave and go back to Vegas, whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know, you've been part of this from like the absolute very beginning. So like, I know
I'm
pumped.
This is home, man.
I know we're gonna miss you when you move.
Oh,
we're gonna miss you when you move. But it gives me a real excuse to go back out there like really soon.
Well,
so
good.
That's a good thing. And Tara will let me come out and see you.
Now, I don't know if I keep you out of trouble though.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I can probably behave.
You could behave.
Well, I don't drink anymore.
Right.
So, I mean, honestly.
Well, then that's good if you don't drink anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think that truthfully, but then again, It's just what it was. You know, like I don't drink anymore, but I'm sitting here and I'm thinking like, well, if I never drank in Vegas, like things would have been. I would have just come home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nothing would happen. So like I do believe everything happens.
Oh,
you
what
know,
the hell?
with some design. I think I've always believed that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I can remember like seeing signs that were like, you know, like firehouse signs, or they would have
Right.
like little sayings on them
Right,
and shit.
right.
And I remember being really little, being like, man, I think that was written for me. You know, like super ego. You know,
Right.
Like, but then as I got older, I was like, you know, God, I don't think God's talking to me. Like, I think that dude is way too busy to talk to me.
You know, he's
I
talking to you.
definitely don't think he cares that I curse. I think he's.
Oh,
super,
no.
I think
He
he's
doesn't.
super- yeah, he's
And that's
super
what
busy.
people don't understand. I know I forgot what address is now. I know, but in the Bible says, do not let any filthy thing come out of your mouth. And so they use that as a text of not cursing. That's not what that meant. What it meant is if I called you an idiot and a fool and belittled you, what I'm doing is belittling a creation that God made. So I'm telling God he fucked up when he created you. That's what that's about.
Yeah,
But
I
for
don't
me-
ever do that.
But for me to say shit, motherfucker, goddamn, I don't care what you say. You're not
So
belittling
long as
anybody.
I'm not belittling
Yeah,
one of his
yeah,
creations.
Yeah, I'm not taking his creators, and that's why I say I wouldn't roast people, because I did that when I was younger, dude. That's how I used to fight a lot, because I used to always find something that I can get into your soul with your little insecurity, and I would fuck it up.
Yeah, that's mean.
Yeah, I know.
I can't even imagine you like that.
Dude, I used to be me when I was young, bro.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't think
yeah.
I was ever mean. I think I've always been pretty nice.
Well, I came from the hood, bro. So if you weren't tough and you couldn't handle yourself, dude, you get picked
me
on.
too. You know? Right. I grew up on the North Shore of Long Island. It's like the absolute opposite of the hood.
Right.
You know? You kidding me? That's crazy. Like if like there's boys in the hood, you know,
Right.
it's like Crenshaw, and then like literally on like the other end of the spectrum is like my neighborhood where like I grew up, right?
You knew the cop name, and he said, "Hey, how you doing?"
Officer Zach. He wasn't happy with us. Now,
He
while we
wasn't.
were on opposite ends of the spectrum for
Right.
sure, but like we were the same derelicts as some other group of derelicts.
Okay,
but
right,
like
right.
in the context of like this group of derelicts has a gun in their hand because
Right.
that's the norm.
Right.
And they're living in like a police state with
Yes.
hundreds of cops.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Whereas we're doing the same stuff. Like we don't
Right.
have guns,
Right.
and there's one cop.
Right. The Wayne cop.
You know what I mean? His name was Officer Zach. And we'd see him and we'd be like, oh, it's Officer Zach. Could you imagine? Like one cop? This guy. So, but it was just, whatever, dude. Yeah, so did not grow up in the hood.
I went somewhere with my ex-wife and her aunt. It's somewhere in Pennsylvania, but it's really up northern. But it's like an isolated area. I forgot what the name of it. Anyway, they had one sheriff, and at the time, I guess they were debating whether to give him a raise or to promote him to a sergeant or some shit. He took the sergeant over the promotion.
He's the only cop in town, too. That's crazy.
I'm like, dude, are you kidding me, dude? That's body fight.
Why would he do that?
You
He's
can
the-
get more money, but you wanted the title.
And he's the only cop. He's technically the fucking sheriff anyway.
Right.
He's the chief.
right.
He's the commissioner.
Right.
He's the only cop in
You're
town.
right, absolutely.
Interesting. Yeah, that's some ego right there,
So
man.
when you said something about the one cop, it reminded me of that, because I was like, that is crazy, dude. I mean, I'm going to take
Yeah.
the money, bro.
Yeah. Why would I don't know. I couldn't imagine being a police officer. That to me seems like a very difficult job.
Right.
Like I know, even in an area where like there was very little crime where I grew up, like one cop. Like
Right, oh,
every
yeah.
time somebody calls a cop because
You gotta-
like
yeah.
some faction of derelicts is like messing around and he's got to show up. Like I bet that guy would go home and just be like, "These fucking kids, man, this town, you know, like why
Right.
can't I get one more cop?" Like it just seemed
Right.
it's-
I need help.
I never felt bad for him at the time. I was like, "Why is this guy always fucking with us?" You know, you know.
That man trying to do his job.
He's just trying to do his job. Like he doesn't. Somebody called him.
Right.
Like I never really was like these assholes. What do they call him?
You would blame him?
Well, oh yeah, that's the man. You know, once we found hip hop music, I was like, that's the bad guy.
Right.
Well, what always happened was is we would party on the beach, and people lived like they had houses on the beach.
Right. Yeah.
And like, in all of our heads, we were like, it's not your backyard.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's the beach.
It's the beach. Yeah.
But I guess it was there. So like, imagine if you came outside and there was just like a ton of kids like partying in your backyard.
Right.
Like, I would probably call the police. you know what I mean?
Right.
But at 16, 17, I was
Right.
like, these people killing our buzz, killing our party. They're like leaving bottles in their backyard and stuff.
Oh, dang.
So that part, but it was just one cop.
Right.
Had to break it up.
Right.
Like, man, this guy. I never once thought, like, man, this guy's life is really hard. You know, like, he could probably use some help. You know.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just weird, like, you know, like I did not grow up in that type of fucking hood environment, right?
Right. Right.
But I will say that there were some mean-spirited people up by me. There was
I'm
just
pretty
mean.
sure.
There was just mean people. So like,
Oh,
you
yeah, I'm
know,
pretty sure it was.
and I've worked with a lot of people
Mhm.
in my career who like they came out of some pretty hellish
Right.
neighborhoods and sweet as pie.
Oh, yeah.
You
oh,
know?
yeah.
So whatever, man. There's good neighborhoods, bad
Oh,
neighborhoods.
yeah. What I
Lousy people, good people.
Right. Yeah, where you go?
I always find it more impressive when people who come from those really shitty neighborhoods, like they're
Right.
able to, like, for one thing, they gotta survive. You know, like
Right.
physically, they gotta make it out of there in some
Oh, yeah.
cases.
So you got to do
But-
it, and then you can to survive.
Yeah, and the folks, like some of the most impressive people I've ever worked with in my whole career, like they came out of those environments and they didn't stray like too far. They became like mentors and leaders
Right.
of young men. Particularly when I lived in Vegas, I saw this a lot.
Okay.
When I worked in Vegas, where like these guys, they would come from these really rough, I don't say bad, really rough neighborhoods.
Neighborhoods, right.
And they would get these jobs, but they would like reinvest in the development of the young men in the community.
Right.
And it was, I mean, I guess it probably doesn't happen enough,
Right.
but there was a couple of guys, this one guy, Mike in particular, rings a bell in Vegas,
Mhm.
where, man, he was like, you know, like I was good at my job, but like I wasn't a strong black man to be a role model
Right. Right.
for like young black kids.
Right. Right.
You know, I kind of look different than, you know, but
Right,
like
no, I feel
some
you.
of these guys, like they were committed to like being positive role models. I was just always
Oh, that's
impressed.
cool.
Because like, you know, I think I came out, I grew up in a great, I just told you, safe
Right.
as shit, one cop. I couldn't
Right.
wait to get out of that place.
Right. Right.
You
yeah,
know, as quick as I
absolutely.
could to get out of there, I got out of there.
Right.
Imagine if I was in an area where like it wasn't safe, man, and to think like I'm gonna stick around and help rebuild this place and
Oh,
be
right.
positive. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
It is.
I
It
give
is.
those people credit. Man, I'm probably gonna stick around.
I had to leave, man. I mean, I did a lot of time in the hood. I just had to leave because, like I said, I came from a bad family. My dad was a pimp. He was a hustler. He was the man. He was the one that everybody.
Your dad.
My dad. Yeah, he was no joke. So he was training me to be like him, dude. And
How old?
I guess I'm like 6, 7.
Get out
He was in jail. Man, I seen him in jail. First time I seen him in jail, dude, and I looked at him, I'm like, I don't want my life like this. You know what I'm saying? I seen him being chased by the cops, jumping out the 7th-story window, jumping over the fence. They couldn't catch him. He on the news. We're looking for this guy. He just robbed the bank. He did whatever. Dude. That was my dad. Now I was a kid. To me, he was a hero.
Well, yeah, everyone's dad's.
Yeah, you know, because they couldn't catch him. So, you know, so they had to move up. He moved up north. He moved to New York, and they caused havoc in New York. You know, and then he came back. I mean, I love my dad, but he just wasn't a good role model. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, my dad told me you get good stuff in life from busting your ass and working.
Right.
So that's where I get my work ethic from.
That was my grandfather did that to me.
Yeah, no doubt. Like that work ethic.
Yeah.
Just keep working. Snow plow. Just keep working. Just get up. Just keep working.
Right.
I've applied that to everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm lucky. My
Yeah.
dad was not grooming me to be a pimp
Right,
when I
right.
was 6 years old. You know saying?
Right. Nah,
Like, that's what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is that it's a fucking miracle that we're sitting here having this conversation.
Right.
When, under those circumstances,
Right.
and you're whipping crystals out of your pockets. I mean, you one of a kind, Ack. You're one of a kind. And I've taken up enough of your time, dude. I know you're probably tired. I'm excited for Friday night, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
excited. I have to. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely excited. I love you, man.
Oh, love you too,
right,
baby.
I'll talk with you. Let's close it off. Let's finish this thing.
All right.
All right, brother. All right, man. Let's shut her down.